Hi, this is Tashika Henkin. I am a member of the Maryland Improv Collective, and we are doing this fun event, which is a fundraiser for the Teachers Democracy Project. Teachers Democracy Project has been around Baltimore for a number of years, supporting families and students in Baltimore City. And during the pandemic, they, like so many other organizations, could use a little support and TLC from the community, and that's what we are here to do. So we are going to hear stories, Stoop story inspired stories, on the theme of schooling during a pandemic. And then we're going to hear see fun improvised scenes from the Maryland Improv Collective based on said stories.
Hey everybody, my name is Maggie, and I was asked to share a true story about parenting and teaching during the COVID-19 pandemic. I am a former teacher, middle school language art, and a couple times since March, some people have asked me, is it easier for you to kind of convert to this distance learning because you used to be a teacher? And, my initial answer is no, not at all. Not even a little bit. In fact, I sort of think it's worse, and I'm worse at it because I feel like I've seen like how it should look, and it is not looking like that, and it's so personal. Oh man, it feels so personal when they are just little not nice people. And so many could just tell you so many stories about kind of feeling like I am was thrust in the role of an IT director of a struggling small independent school, who was then also made the cafeteria and health director. All of the lunch, I just stay in the kitchen all day long and also fix tech problems. Anyway, because though I will say that because I was a teacher, I guess I haven't, the one thing I will say is that I haven't worried too much about their academics. Just figuring, they'll catch up, and maybe we won't know all our state capitals. Maybe that's okay. Maybe some of us don't know all of our state capitals anyway, and are adults that feel like they're fully functioning in the world. So the bread and butter of the Master Parish Independent School thus far has just been like, try and just like make good human beings. Like if we can get out of this and we've helped these little people become like slightly better human beings and read every day, then I think we're winning. And so that's kind of what's been helping me get to sleep at night. Fast forward to about a week ago, and my daughter was in the backyard with the other little girl that we had been quarantining with, and I asked her to get out of the hammock to make room for a little 2-year-old, and she looked at us, and she looked at me specifically, and just like said, "I don't have to listen to you, stupid mom, tell me this dumb stuff," and then proceeded to hurl out like a lot of other, probably like 3rd grade level invectives. She's in 1st grade, so. And meanwhile, the 5-year-old right next to her, who is not my child, is just there taking notes. Like, are you allowed to say that to your mom? I didn't even know you could. Like, this is amazing. So I'm mortified because there's this other mom there, and the 5-year-old taking notes, and me thinking like the only thing that like is keeping me from feeling like a total failure is thinking that like, man, I'm trying to work on this whole good humans thing, and my daughter is just like being the biggest little shit you've ever seen in front of other people. So I kind of like, I drag her into the house, and my first instinct is to like throw her up in her room and like banish her up there for like at least through the presidential election. And then I think, okay, like my better instinct prevails, and I like bring her over to the couch and just sit her down, and I'm just like, Emmy, what's going on? I'm like, I'm gonna get some information. And she's like so doubling down. She's so angry. And I pull her in for a hug, and I say, what is going on? She just like crumbles. She just folds, and she starts crying. And she just says, There's no light in the darkness. I was like, what? Like, part of me was like, what did you just say? And then part of me was like, yeah, that's exactly right. Like, totally, you nailed it. And she just goes on and she's like, I can't see my cousins, and I can't see we can't go to the pool, and I can't see my friends, and I can't go to the beach, and there's just nothing to look forward to, and there's nothing special. And, I just in that moment realized that, I feel like I'd been priding myself on protecting her from so much of this. And I just realized in that moment, like, you can't protect your kids from almost anything. And also, it just made me realize that maybe the one thing I've gotten right amidst all of the IT failures and all of the, like, if you ask me for one more breakfast before I've had my fucking coffee, I'm going to murder you responses, that in that moment, when she really needed me to actually, like, pull her in and hug her, I did. And so I think that feels like a win that I'm going to try and remember. And it also made me realize that I need to send the biggest thank you gift to her teacher, because for the last 7 months before this, I was dealing with that shit every day. So thank you, Mr. Blake. I love you.
Governor?
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt. Great news. All the polls are showing you are a shoo-in for re-election. There's just one question the people want to hear you answer.
Sure.
What's the name of our state capital?
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's crazy.
That can't be the one question, Thomas. Come on. They must want to know more about, like, where I went to school and what my policy is on, various.
They could not care less. We've asked your tax policy. No, they don't care. As far as they're concerned, you could show up and just start coughing on people at a beach, and people would still elect you.
I wouldn't do that. That's ridiculous.
Governor, what's the name of the capital?
Oh, I mean, are we really going to do this? I mean, there are major, like, we're in a pandemic, Thomas. Like,
I was joking before. Now I'm starting to feel. Governor.
Yes.
What is our capital?
What is your capital?
We've lived there for 4 years. This is your second term.
Is this the royal we? Like,
wow.
Who's we?
See, that's the thing. They don't care. They love that you are imperial.
Yes,
and sort of a queen and magisterial like that. They dig that. Yeah, they like that you wear tiaras. They're into that. What is the name of our capital?
It's called Fuck-You-ville.
Welcome to Paris Island. I'm your drill sergeant, Gunny Brown, and you maggots are going to be under my control for the next 6 weeks, 6 months, whatever it takes. But I just want to get this out right at the beginning. I'm here to make sure that you all end up as good, well-rounded human beings, okay?
Sir, yes, sir.
Just nice people, all right? At the end of the day, it's not about whether you can shoot or whether you can stab or whether you can strangle. It's about really how you make people feel, you know? If you're invading a village, I want them to walk out afterwards and go, wow, that was destructive, but in such a nice way.
Sir, I told a woman who was markedly unattractive at a bar that she was beautiful, sir. Does that work with what you're talking about?
Well, beauty is, I want you to be more of maybe you should have led with intelligent or just a really compassionate person. Beauty is something that we as a Marine doesn't, you understand what I'm talking about, Michael, right? I mean, beauty is really not really what the Marines are all about.
Sergeant, if there's one thing the Marines are about, Sergeant, it's about understanding the fundamental experiential beauty of the inner woman in each woman, Sergeant.
Right. It's not about esoteric beauty. It's about the deep core beauty of who they are. Am I correct? You get me?
Sir, I gave a homeless person $1 the other day. Does that work with what you're talking about, sir?
I'm okay with the giving. Labeling them as homeless, I just think you don't know. You don't know. Maybe they're just
Sarge,
they're just
Sarge. The insurgents, they're coming. We've got to get everyone. We're about to be surrounded.
Sergeant, may I interject here for a moment?
Feel
Calling
free.
them insurgents rather than calling them people who have experienced a different political and socioeconomic system is judgmental and subjective, to say the least. Sergeant?
This is what I'm talking about, people. This is the new Marines, okay? This is what we're shooting for.
Scene.
I want you to know we enjoyed your interview here at Campbell, and Campbell. And just wanted to go over a few things on your resume. You graduated top of the class from Harvard. Very impressive. Went to Yale. Okay, great. I just want to know, in the course of a heated opening argument or a cross that you're doing on a client that's not participating or won't answer the questions, would you be able to sensually massage them?
To massage them? Is that what you...
Yes.
I'm a little lost. Do you mean literally massage them? Or...
Yes, because I know that a good massage calms me down, and we're just looking for people with multi-talent. So would you be able to make them a cold cut sandwich with gluten-free bread, and would you be able to do that?
No, I'm a chef. I'm not a chef. I graduated, as first in my class at Harvard. I'm an attorney and a very damn good one at that, man.
Miss Campbell, is it massage time?
No, I'm trying to work that out.
Not
but
yet. No, I'm sorry. I'll call me when it's time.
Thank you. See, this is what I'm talking about. I need you to be able to jump in. We have oils that we sell along with wills, and I need to know that you're going to have my back because you may be second chair. Okay? All right? So can you...
No, I get it. I sure that guy clearly does need a massage. I'm not denying that. He looks very stressed out, but I just would argue the point that I'm not the person who should be providing it. I'm just an attorney. I could provide legal counsel for him.
So let me understand. If we have a hostile witness on the stand, you're just going to let him be hostile? You're not going to offer to, in circular motions, rub his shoulders, light some candles? What?
I'm not. I can do other things. I can go in a different line of questioning, put pressure on, things of that nature. There's things within my own realm of possibility, my own career that I can utilize.
It is during these tense moments when people release more information when they're relaxed, okay? Have you ever been constipated? You can't let it go until you release it. You gotta relax. That is why.
Scene.
Hey, neighbors. It's Elaine from next door. Hi. Wanted to know if you guys would consider being on my quarantine.
Warren team?
Or my team of Quarren. Like my bubble.
Reordering it didn't help me.
Yeah, okay. No, but I think I got the wordplay this time. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I got the wordplay.
During quarantine,
Right.
will you be on my team? And just spend some time with me because I am lonely, like really.
Really?
Really?
I mean, it's flattering. I mean, that's first. I just want to get that right up top.
Yeah.
Flattering. I haven't had a single person. I don't know about you, huh? I haven't had a single person come up to me and say, "Hey, let's get sick together." Not one.
Yeah.
Oh.
No. Not since college when there was some weird shit going around.
Yeah.
Has anyone offered to spread a disease with me? But I'm fine. I'm actually good. I kind of like the breathing in and out. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
weird
you
like
guys have
that.
each other, and I get it, but like, I'm not sick. I haven't
Sure.
been anywhere. I mean,
Well,
I'm fine.
and again, I don't want to make a huge thing out of it, but I ain't seen your mom, your grandma, or your meemaw, and I know they all live with you.
Well,
I haven't seen any of them. They're delightful ladies, all three of them, but I haven't seen them.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
They're really nice old ladies, and they're doing fine, and they are not sick or dying in my house.
Awesome, because
That it's just the way she said dying. I can't breathe.
oh,
Meemaw, could you just stop?
I can hear that through the door.
Meemaw Jones, is that you?
Somebody help.
Okay.
All right. Well, I guess this is my answer,
That's her
right?
favorite song. She loves that song. Somebody help.
Bye.
Yeah, I think we're gonna let you and Meemaw work this out. So we're just gonna go back inside and just drink some sanitizer. But you enjoy.
Yeah, we're gonna take Sandy shots.
I told you, no one can come in this house and quarantine except us. Stop inviting other people.
Well, it's not like they're just, strangers. I mean, they're people we know. You know the mailman. You know the Amazon delivery person. You know all the people I've been inviting in. They're friends of ours. They're service. They're primary to our happiness, sweetie.
No, they're not. Okay, their job is to deliver something and walk away.
But I mean, that's just cold. Where's the old, the old standard of bring on the people in, bring, your house is an open house to everyone who wants to come in. And I think that's just the best way to have it right now. I mean, they're lovely. They're lovely. Have you met Henri? Hey, Henri, how are you?
Enchanté. So I'm just checking real quick. Anybody using the shower?
No, feel free. And by the way, we have like an 80-gallon hot water, so take your time, okay?
Tell me.
And by the way,
shower. Only 2 for masturbation.
Yeah, me sopa is you sopa, right? Yeah.
Muchas gracias.
You're welcome.
That's not even real Spanish. Don't do that.
Yeah, I think so. I think I said soup, didn't I? I think I said my soup is his soup. I'm embarrassed by that, but yeah, I just think you're not embracing the real possibilities of this quarantine. I mean, look at all the people we've met who we never would have normally talked to.
And I like to keep it that way. I don't want to talk to the Amazon guy. I want him to drop off my package. And now he is in my shower doing God knows what with our soap.
Well, my soap. I mean, I guess it's our soap. Yeah.
Oh, now it's your soap.
Well,
No,
you're very judgmental about this whole thing. I mean, and what about the vagrants who I've invited in? I mean, they've had a great time, and I mean, you were here for that.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. This is the best week I've had in years.
I love this place.
I called them. I called them our garbage pail kids, and they're adorable. They're lovely people. They're adorable people. Come on, honey.
Hey, vagrants, I just want to invite all y'all. It's shower time. We're just 10 minutes in. Got a good 2 hours and 50 minutes left. You're all welcome. I'm sorry I didn't make that clear before. Come on in and enjoy.
Henri, make sure if you turn the shower head, it has like 5 different massage settings, and it's handheld.
I know. Believe me, I know. Mrs. Campbell, you're invited in with us also. I mean, we're not trying to exclude you.
See, baby, this is great. This is what we're all about. Come on.
No.
I could give you a massage. You want one?
Thing.
A fun thing you can do if your kids start fussing is teach them how to get really good at cussing, 'cause in this world it's hard to get it right. If you're concerned about your civic duty, take a tip from the Marines and focus on beauty, or maybe consider going to massage school at night. But really, all you need to know is the capital of your state. That's the only thing that truly makes you great. All you need to know is the capital of your state. You'll be fine. All you need to know is the capital of your state. You don't need to know math, science, or debate. All you need to know is the capital of your state, and you'll be fine.
Okay, that was great. That was our first half. We will entitle that first half, There's No Light in the Darkness. Our second half of the fundraiser for the Teacher Democracy Project is going to start with a story from Amanda Eby, who is she is an administrator for Baltimore City Public Schools, and she is going to be sharing a story about the presentations of her students during this time. So please listen to Amanda.
Hi, I'm Amanda Doran Eby. I am the Director of Scholar Development at Lily Mae Carroll Jackson Charter School, which is a job that I've made up. So since you don't know what that means, one of my jobs at Lily Mae is to organize the 8th graders' final project, which is a passage portfolio presentation in which the girls, it's an all-girls school, present their learning over the years that they're in middle school. They present themselves as how they've grown in character, how they've grown as scholars. And it's a really powerful opportunity for our girls where they get to sum everything up and then be celebrated by a panel. They get a bunch of feedback on presenting and on academics and on character growth. And this is our 3rd year doing it. And so this year we started February the 3rd was the first day that the girls had an assignment due. And they've been working on them since. So March 13th was our last day of school in person. And by that time, the girls had already been working on their passages for a month and a half. Many of them had already scheduled when their passages would be. And there was so much work that had already gone into it, which is probably, something that everyone in COVID world shares. Everyone is in COVID world is the world. Because in addition to that, March 13th was supposed to be our career day, which is a huge, huge deal. I had 80 some professionals signed up to come to school that day with all of the materials that takes and all of the organizing, and we had to cancel it. So I was not about to let passage portfolios go the same way as career day did. I sat on a couple of Zoom calls with people from EL Education, which is our kind of the brand of school that we are. We're an expeditionary learning school, and they have EL schools around the country. And so I sat on a call with other school leaders, and I heard several people say, we're not going to attempt passage presentations, or I don't know how this is possible. And in my head, I was thinking, well, why isn't it possible? So I let my stubbornness take over, and I told the girls that we were going to persist and to continue writing their reflections and preparing for their presentations. And they began on May 4th, and we finished up on May the 21st. And all 59 8th graders have now participated in a passage portfolio presentation. We had panelists from different parts of the country. I had an aunt from Indiana. We had people from other cities up and down the East Coast. And all of that was possible because of virtual learning. So we use Zoom as our platform, and this is not a commercial for Zoom. And the girls logged in, presented a slideshow. They presented pieces of work. They presented 9 reflections. And these panelists were able to watch their presentation, hear them, listen to them, give them feedback on academics, on character, on presentation. It was really powerful. And the Zoom also allowed us to record the meetings, to save the chat when people were just typing in kind things and compliments for the girls. So the records of this round of passage presentations, I would say, would be the most complete that they've ever been, and maybe will ever be. And one little anecdote is that one Friday I have a crew of girls. There are 10 of them in 8th grade, and so 10 girls that I'm overseeing specifically. I do the whole process, but for my 10, I led their presentation or led them to lead it. And I had 2 in a row, which that only happened once this one time. So I had a Zoom meeting open, and I had one girl finishing up as the new panelists were coming in, which was a little bit confusing, but the girl who went first had a pretty extensive IEP. She individualized education plan. She required a lot of support, but was great about it all the whole way. She would text me. She would leave me voice notes on iMessage. Constant communication. So her passing and doing such a beautiful job, it was amazing. And she had put so much work into it. So I ended her call and then moved on to the next one for a scholar who completely transformed herself throughout the school year and had only been at Lily May for 8th grade. So I had all of this bottled up emotion from the first presentation, went right into the second one. And I should say that at the time I was about 7.5 months pregnant. So I'm like almost 8 months pregnant now. So we finish up with the second scholar, and it's my turn to give her feedback, and I try to speak, and I'm just choking on words as I'm sobbing uncontrollably. Partially, I miss these girls. These presentations are powerful, and I'm really freaking pregnant. So I'm just on this call with the panelists and with her mother and with her saying like, so I think she was really scared, but it goes to show that whatever we did in person when we were together from August to March, we did it well enough that we were able to create this authentic experience while we weren't together. And there were tears in almost every single presentation that I saw, by adults, by the scholar who passed, by the families. And I think, now maybe we move forward from this feeling a new sense of gratitude for being together, because the strength of that is the only reason that being apart worked or is working. And I know how fortunate I am to be able to say that I have such strong relationships with my girls that I can be on a video call with them and still, maybe reach them a little bit. So thank you.
Hello, class. Hello. I'm so glad we're back in class together. It's really great to see all your faces. I just want you all to take your things. I want you to put them in your backpack, and I want you to get out of my classroom. So that's what I would like.
Why?
Are there any questions? Yes. Good, you're curious. I love when students are curious. Roy, what can I help you with, buddy?
We did something wrong?
No,
are we in
you
trouble?
didn't. No, you didn't do anything wrong. I'm realizing things were they were just better from a distance, I think we appreciated each other more. when we did virtual learning. So yeah, I know that this is the first day back, and it's been what 6-7 months since you've been in school. But yes, Jessica.
Are you mad at us?
No, I am. I love you all. Huh? Mr. Coleman loves you. I just don't want to see your face in person. I think just breathing the same air, it's I've forgotten why I've loved you already, and it's only been an hour. Okay. So I'm gonna pass out this note you can give to your parents, just letting them know while you're right back. All right, and you guys can log in. Yes, Michael.
Mr. Coleman,
Hmm?
are you teaching us the importance of learning to say goodbye in the series of passages that we must go through in our lives?
No, nope. This is no life
You
lesson,
don't
buddy.
like us?
Yeah, no life lesson, buddy. But good way to want that. Way to want that.
Okay.
Nope.
The
I really just want you out of my face. All right.
the note says we're deplorable. What that's
Yes.
a
Yep. And that's part of your homework, actually. So go ahead and look that up and use that in a new sentence about anything you'd like. So that's good. We got a vocabulary word. Are there any questions before I send you on your way? Yes, Justin. You look like
Can I
you're
have
about
a,
to.
can I have a hug? I haven't seen you.
Oh God! Oh, that's no. No.
Can we just get some lunch before we go?
Ooh, what time is it? It's only 9 a.m., right? It's early for that. Yes, Michael.
Mr. Coleman, what are middle class problems?
They're kind of
it's middle class problems. All right, I'd like to welcome you all to this NASA press conference. Thank you for showing up. I got some big news. We've launched the Solar Observatory satellite, and a big breakthrough. Basically, the sun's going to go supernova in about 48 hours. And
what?
the sun will be expanding, and we will all be burnt up. And really what we want to say at this juncture is we believe that you should all persist in whatever you were doing before. Just yes, we're going to save the questions for the end, but Mr. Harris from CNN.
Question. Do you think this is going to cause a bump up or down in President Trump's approval rating?
It can't hurt. Yes, the lady from MSNBC, yes?
I'm sorry, does this mean imminent death for all of us on Earth?
Yes, definitely. But again, I want to go back to my original point. We think you should all persist in your lives of banality and boredom. We think that's the best way to just keep going. Yes, from ABC. Sorry, yes.
Yeah. I'm sorry. What do you mean by persist? Our lives are over. What are you talking? Why are we just now finding out? We have 2 days to live.
Well, we didn't know, and but we really. I mean, why change now? I mean, it's all worked out okay from now. Just go back to, so let's say you're in a bad marriage. I'm not saying I'm in a bad marriage, but let's say you're in a bad marriage and you just can't stand the person. What's 2 days gonna mean? I mean, really just stay with that person, walk your dog, take the trash out, recycle, obviously, because it's good for whatever's gonna be left at the end. Yes, the gentleman from CBS. You had a question?
Oh, yeah, I'm actually from Fox News.
Oh, all right, forget you. No, all right, let's I'd like to thank Miss Cunningham for inviting me here on Career Day. Not many of you know me, but I'm a mortician, and I brought along my cadaver over here. We'll call him Jordy. Jordy is he's not freshly dead, but he's within the last week or so. Now, many of you may not know what a mortician does. I don't want to get poetic, but we help the family of the bereaved just take that last step. And Jordy, Jordy, are you moving? Jordy.
Hello.
I apologize, boys and girls. I apologize. And really,
No, boys and girls, don't apologize. This is all part of the mortician process.
as kindergartners, you're probably not expecting this, but this is kind of this is what happens sometimes. I think it's just gases escaping because we're basically a biome of a bunch of different things. And
He's
when
farting.
He's
farting.
From all ends, every hole.
The spirit of Beelzebub, the demon of the ninth realm. He will eat every one of your souls as he penetrates you for all eternity with his pitchfork of hay.
I feel bad now. Yes, a little girl. Your flower name tag says Dawn. Yes, Dawn.
I'm scared. Is this
I am too, Dawn. I'm mortified. This really is not something I expected to occur. I mean, when I thought it'd just be a fun little, I'd do a little embalming and head on out,
What you do with the bodies when no one is there.
Tag out Ty, Roy, and Jessica. Hey, ooh, you sexy. I like gas that's coming out of people.
Hey, I didn't want to make a big thing out of it, but I've always had a thing for second grade teachers. I'm really glad that we came in and did show and tell at your school.
I know, and I was hoping you would hang around after recess after we left because I wanted to see if you were available tonight.
I got the vibe. Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about Cajun food and the Necronomicon?
I'm open.
So I have a fun idea for this interview, and that is, what if I turned the tables a little bit and came to you all with a job that I made up? I know that I'm applying for the accounts director for all aviation, but what I'm thinking you need is something different and imaginary.
Nope. I just want an accounts director. So if we could just, we're gonna move on that interview.
Hear me out. What if it were a schmaccounts elector?
It
sounds similar. A schmaccounts elector.
So are you making up words?
Are you drunk?
No, are you drunk? No. So here's what it would be, okay? I come in every day and I am like a ray of sunshine. And then I figure out what people need and I get down and dirty with them, psychologically and emotionally. And I just turn your company around, because what I am is a Mary friggin' Poppins of the corporate world.
We need to talk to HR. I mean,
we're definitely gonna have to call. We're gonna meet.
And be really clear about what my salary expectations are. Day 1, 0. Day 2, 1 million, because that's what I'll be worth after you have 24 hours of this. Okay,
I've had 5 minutes of it, and I don't think I could do any more of it.
Am I drunk? I feel like I'm drunk right now.
Are we all drunk? Is the world drunk? That is the question I will ask your employees when I get really in there, get to know them. You know what I mean?
An accounts director has a list of clients that they deal with.
Yeah.
They don't really talk to other employees, and they definitely don't need to get all up in anything except for the collecting money and booking more business.
You know what I say to that? Screw that, because that sounds like a boring way to be for you and me, and I am supposed to take this job.
Let's just, you know what? Let's just take a look at your resume again, because I must have misread some things.
Okay.
So if you have that on, you have that on hand. I'm gonna look for my copy. But if you could,
it's scented.
Tag out Ty and Roy. There you are, man. $1 million. I wouldn't have believed it myself, but 24 hours of you has been everything this company has needed.
Thank you.
It's been a pure, just adrenaline shot right to whichever one goes to the brain, whichever one's the artery, carotid, or whichever one goes to the brain.
It is the carotid, baby.
Nice.
Thank you, son of Henry Ford. I appreciate you and your time.
Son of Henry.
All right, kids, you've had a great year with school and everything like that, and your dad has a big surprise for you. What if I told you when you turned around, you would see the greatest theme park ever? What if I told you it would be Disney World?
Oh my God, I would be
really not.
Guess what? It's even better. It's the new fun park. It's called COVID World. Based around something that went on a pandemic back when your dad was a boy. It's based. Disney World is imagination and fantasy. This is real life. You get to live like people did back then.
Dad, I remember learning about COVID and it was horrible. All you did was sit in the house. We're not going to Disneyland this year?
No, we're going to COVID World. We're going to get to be able to sit in one of their imaginary makeshift 2020 era houses and sit in there all day. Just like
what's the point of being Henry Ford's kids if all we're gonna do is social distance all summer? You told us that sucked ass.
I didn't know. It's fun. We didn't enjoy it at the time, but living other people's lives, living people's realities is fun. We're going to get to disinfect every single thing in that house. They have so many clean.
I have to clean up too.
I was trying to figure out why we were packing all of that tissue. I just thought it was, what? This is why you had us buy all of that tissue, even the store brand?
Dad,
yes, absolutely.
Dad, I'm looking at the pamphlet. It's the same world after all. It's the same world.
Honey, I brought all of them their old laptops with Zoom on it, so we could just communicate using Zoom. It was the fun thing.
It was great. It was
Mom,
great.
can you please cheat on Dad? This is the worst.
Oh,
I need a new dad.
I'm not gonna do that. Not when you're social distancing.
In these times of so much yearning, our teachers starting to prefer distance learning. It's hard to remember what life was like before. Sometimes you think you can't take anymore. Things really start to go to hell when teachers bring in corpses for show and tell. As we go on and things persist, people start to make up jobs that don't exist, but at least the sun is still there. Last time I checked, it's not going anywhere. At least the sun is still there for now. At least the sun is still there, I think. Last time I checked, it's not going anywhere. At least the sun is still there for now.
Yay.
All right, so part 3 of our Maryland Improv Collective Teacher Democracy Project fundraiser is going to be led by storyteller Tyrone Barnwell, who is a father and an educator, and in this particular story, he's going to be focusing on the father role. So please give him a listen.
Butter, the cake mix, you need your mixing bowl and all of the things that you would need. And I also have 2 puppies, two poodles, a miniature poodle and a toy poodle in the house. Okay, so me and my partner are there, and we got it going for them and told them all of the ingredients, everything that they need to get and set up, in order for them to, have their stuff ready and everything. Got everything set up. They set everything up on the table, in the kitchen area and everything like that. Put everything there, and they wanted to be, they moving at their pace. We went in the front room and set. I have pretty much open concept house, so we could see them from the living room. But we wanted to give them the space to be able to, try and do it on their own. So my youngest daughter put the cake mix, no, I'm sorry, my oldest daughter put the cake mix inside of the mixing bowl. My youngest daughter I want to say being fast and not really paying attention to putting the ingredients first. As my daughter is like cracking the egg to put in, she takes the hand mixer, put the hand mixer in the pretty much just cake mix, with no liquid or anything in there, so the powder just goes everywhere, all over the table. I mean, like, and imagine a mixer at speed, at the highest speed, and the powder just, the cake mix just going everywhere. Dogs are under them, walking around in the kitchen, so powder got on the dogs. And I have brown poodles. They were pretty much like a beige color almost, by the time they were done. Counter and table, everything, cake mix all over everywhere, all over them and everything. And it was a moment of like, but it was also really fun and funny for them, so we, cleaned up properly and everything, and we started over. The other funny part about it was, I'm sorry I missed it, was I told them to preset the oven at 350. So severe thunderstorm once we got the, in about 10 miles once we got location. The cake mixed together the next time and got it right and ready and in the pan greased and in the pan and ready to go in the oven and everything, put the cake in the oven, set the timer for 35 minutes, and we're just kind of waiting. And normally 10-15 minutes in the cake baking, you could smell it. I didn't smell anything, and I asked I was like, everything all right? Everything is fine. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. We put it in this. It's all right. Okay, so I said, well, I'll wait. Maybe it doesn't have the aroma because I didn't make it. So timer beeps and bangs and goes off, and they go in the kitchen to take the pan out of the oven and, get the hand mittens and stuff, open the oven, and the cake is just, it's still liquid, like it hadn't cooked at all, because my oven, you have to actually press start once you set the temperature that you want, so the oven will never press started. So it was a really funny, moment, a funny hour for us at that time, but eventually we did get it done and baked, and it was really, really fun and good. But that's our fun story with homeschool during COVID-19. Thanks.
All right, nurse. I'm gonna do something different in this surgery. I'm really excited. I know usually this is the time where I ask for my scalpel. Oh, I've got 2 nurses today. Fantastic. This is actually perfect. I know usually this is when I ask for my scalpel, but I'm gonna go with a chainsaw. Nurse, I can't hear a thing you're saying.
Right. Doctor, I was so excited. I said it to myself first. It's just, the chainsaw, if I may, in addition to the chainsaw, we have a harpoon. I'm just putting that out there. We got that too.
I like it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I can barely. Okay. All right. Listen. How about this? Mm-hmm. Nurse Campbell, what's up?
Yes. I really just think, because this is open heart surgery, this is a precise cut. You really should just go with the scalpel. I mean,
I know, but I'm too excited. I'm like too excited, right? I can't wait. So listen, I'm gonna open them up with the chainsaw, and then I'll take the heart out with the harpoon.
Doctor, are his eyes supposed to be still open?
That's what I'm saying. Like we
I got
haven't even-
excited. I didn't sedate. I didn't ask for anesthesiologist. I'm too excited.
That's so awesome. I love it.
No, it's not. First of all, this man has been, wait, no. Oh my God, there's blood you got blood everywhere.
How's that feel, Mr. Johnson?
See? He
Oh,
knocked
he did.
himself
Must
out.
have passed out.
Yeah.
He must have passed out.
That's self-anesthesiologist. This was awesome. All right, good. You know what? I'm not gonna glove up. I'm too excited. I'm just going in. What?
First of all, we're in the middle of a pandemic. You need to glove up.
But I'm excited. Okay,
what does your excitement have to do with saving and being sanitized? And
fine. I'll wear a glove.
Doctor, could I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
How about fingerless gloves? Does that make you happy, Nurse Campbell? Fingerless gloves.
No, that does not. With fingertips, there's stuff up under the nail. This man is going to catch a bacteria.
Now you look like you're going to steal something. You look cool.
Okay, I'm gloved up. Chest is open. There's got a lot of stuff going on. Give me that harpoon. Let's take this thing out. Nurse Campbell, listen, have the replacement ready. I think I want to just, I'm a Kobe it in there.
No, you're not. You are
going to
Kobe.
Wait,
hold up. Let me check you. I'm going to check you. All right.
You're going to check me? You're going to check me? It's going to be perfect. All right. What? You ready?
No, I'm not. I am not passing you.
Hey, you pass the ball. Pass the ball.
No.
I want to Kobe it in there. Okay, fine. Look, give me the harpoon so I can take the old one out. Give me the harpoon. Come on.
Okay.
Take the old one out.
Is there any way, security?
Dang! It went through the table.
So basically, I'm as your father, but also, your teacher. Now that we're stuck at home, I've got a full day planned of a lesson plan. I think you're really going to enjoy it. We're going to start off with a little biology and actually botany. You're going to cut the grass outside. And then we're going to move into some chemistry. I'm going to ask you to test the effects of some bleach-based solutions on the mold and mildew in the downstairs bathroom.
Dad?
Yeah.
With all due respect, this sounds like you're just having me clean the house.
Well, that's not really, I just believe that you can kill two birds with one stone. So, and everyone can benefit, from any sort of situation. So there's nothing wrong with you learning and me getting, perhaps, I suppose, a little bit of benefit out of it myself.
Will I get compensation? Can that be part of our math?
No, that's, you're a student and I'm your teacher. Students don't get compensated.
So they get grades.
Well, you'll get grades. Yes, absolutely. After lunch, I'm gonna ask you to for your foreign language. I'm gonna put on Univision, and you're gonna translate Despierta America for me because I just can't. It seems like so fascinating, like such a great show, but I just don't understand, not having spoken Spanish, exactly what they're saying. So you're gonna help me with that.
Okay.
Tsunami warning 10 miles away.
And for your climatology, you're going to get online and figure out what a tsunami is exactly. I feel like I've heard
I don't know what that is. We need to leave the house. There's a tsunami coming. That's very bad.
Do you know what that is?
Yes. It's a large wave that reaps destruction wherever it goes.
Wow. Okay, well, in this class, you get an A. Congratulations.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
But Dad, we got to evacuate.
Unless you bake me a cake right now, you're gonna fail home ec, young lady. So.
Okay. I'll do it really quickly, but I don't think it's gonna have time to actually cook. We gotta go.
We don't know. We have to teach it. This is my main responsibility as a teacher right now.
Tsunami warning 1 mile.
Wow, that's moving so fast! Dad, we have to go!
Shelter in place.
Oh my God, okay. We gotta find shelter, Dad. Come on, we gotta get down to the basement.
But there's no learning, there's no cleaning or learning opportunities in the basement. I cleaned the basement.
Same. Thanks, man. Listen, first of all, I just want to say thank you. I know that asking someone to come over your house during these times is scary, So I appreciate you doing it. I just need a break from these kids, man. They have been like,
Tell me about it. Yeah.
oh shit, they've been driving me crazy. I don't think I could take it anymore. So I appreciate you just like stepping in, and I should, I'm gonna run to the store. I'll be back in probably, I don't know, 3 weeks maybe. And I just appreciate you really just stepping in and babysitting for a while for me, man. Thanks.
Wait. Where are you going?
Well, I'm gonna run to the store, and I should be back in about 3 weeks.
The store, like Weiss or Giant, like right down the road?
Sure, I'll probably hit both of those. I don't know. I don't have an in-store destination in mind. I just know that I'm going to the store definitely. I bought some groceries, so for the kids they should be fine. I've got all this. I've got Disney Plus, Hulu, Netflix, HBO Go, like all the channels. So you should be able to keep them occupied.
Don't be offended, but it sounds like you're just abandoning your kids. It sounds like you just jumping ship. I mean,
no, man, no. I think actually I don't understand why you would say that, but I'm leaving you in a fully stocked house. I just have a lot of errands to run. Like in addition to running the store, I got to fill my gas up. So that'll take a while too. So
3 weeks. It takes 3 weeks. What size tank do you have? It's like a
standard.
Standard 16 gallons. 16 gallons.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling comfortable with this because I don't think that you're going to be back. I think 3 weeks is just for you, I think in your head that means a short trip. It's not a short trip. It's a long time.
No, man. They say it takes 21 days to form a habit. You know what I mean? And so I'm trying to get a habit of just a new understanding, man. So yeah, I've got a tank to fill up. I've got a store to hit. I've got.
What should I tell the kids? What do I tell Abby and Glenn? What do I tell them? I mean, that they're just 3 weeks. They're going to ask questions. They're going to be like, why are you putting me to sleep? And why are you reading me stories? And,
yeah.
And why are you cooking me food?
Sure. You can just let them know I'll be back. I just had to make a run some errands real quick, and just let them know I'll be back in 3 weeks. Actually, you don't really need to tell them that. You know what I mean? Just let them know I'm out. I'll be back. I find that they like sweet things, so sometimes I just give them ice cream when they start getting a little concerned. So that's, down the road that'll be an issue, but like right now it's fine. So yeah, I've got about 3 gallons in the freezer, so you're good to go.
3 gallons. This is wrong.
Sharon, Tony.
Yeah.
I don't see what the problem is. We've checked. You're fertile as the Nile Delta, both of you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just trying to, I am pro YouTube procreating. You know this.
Right.
So I'm just here. How can I help? What is there a step maybe that has been missed? That's all I'm asking. To prevent this baby batter from baking. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's the thing, Mike. You've been a great neighbor to us. All right, you really have. We love you, but it's like I feel just a little bit awkward that you were observing us through our bedroom window and decided to.
I can see how that would be, whatever you want to call it, detrimental to your arousal. That's why, if you look to the side wall, I have torn out your bedroom wall and my living room wall, and now I've got an open pattern. It's sort of an open concept, so you don't have to worry about me looking through windows like a freak no more. I'm just
right. And that was by my suggestion, honey, because I didn't think that it would be good. I didn't want other neighbors to assume that he was peeping in on us. Like, let's just bring him inside. So I gave him the blueprint to the house. So he was tearing down, messing up the studs or anything. So that was me, because it turns me on. Now, I need you to get on board because we need this baby.
You got to understand, you got a beautiful wife.
Sure. Oh, sure.
I stare. I don't even need it to be sexual. I watch her make eggs. You know what I mean? Breakfast.
You do watch her make eggs. You
All right.
window
See, but
sometimes.
again, that's kind of getting to the point here. The eggs are ready, right? The seasoning is ready. The bacon bits are ready. When we gonna make this omelet?
When we gonna make it? I mean, that's the reason why I had them bring in a bigger stove. Okay.
Honey, are you talking to them, about the fact that they're not just having any success at all? Are you talking about the issues? Because when Mike and I do it, we can smell it, and I just can't smell it. I can't smell that there's nothing happening really. Yeah.
If I could, and maybe your experience is different. So, sweetie, you tell them if your experience is different. For me, when we made our second one, when we made Raquel, right before you put it in me, I could just smell, and I don't mean sex, I mean the actual pregnancy. I smelled just a little hint of sandalwood. So, just for a brief moment, sandalwood, and I was like, that's it. 9 months. We on. Have you
guys? Sorry, neighbors. I hate to interrupt. I just tunneled my way in. Thanks for making that entrance for me, by the way. I got a betting pool here on when you're getting pregnant, and I just came because, sorry, this interaction's really messing with my numbers here. My odds are all off, and so I just broke in just to find out. I heard you guys talking about babies being made. I've got a pool to protect, so I'm just here to. I'm a fly on the wall, but I would like to say, you're kind of messing up a lot of money here by not getting pregnant.
Tashika, I don't want to put additional pressure on you besides the financial situation in our entire neighborhood. But as you can see, my beloved and I, we have made a vow not to cut our hair until y'all get pregnant. And it's getting rough over at our house.
Kind of wanted to bring you in here along with the other apps, Zoom and Instagram, and just to say that there's some updates that are supposed to happen.
Zoom here. Sorry, I was late. I was in the waiting room.
Right. So again, Justin, as Instagram, we got to talk. I mean, Zoom, you're taking over. Okay, nobody's really coming to Instagram anymore.
Yeah.
And there was a time when people would use me, the GPS app. I would break in their conversations while they're talking on the phone, and no one's using us anymore. Come on, Zoom, cut us some slack. All right.
Oh, I'd be happy to share the. Well, just not really sure how to do that on my platform. It's very, very specific, if you know what I mean.
Well, you could Cash App us or.
Oh, yeah, I don't use Cash App. More of a Venmo kind of app. But I mean, why would I do that, right? I mean, I'm able to, take in a lot of money. I have an effective platform that it keeps on updating security. So
MySpace here.
Oh, Jesus, you look like shit.
It's been a while. It's been a few years, I'll tell you right now.
Where have you been, MySpace? Where have you been?
Hey, I'm still in your top 8 favorites, right?
So embarrassing.
Hey, true story. I don't know what MySpace is. I was created so recently.
Oh, for God's sake.
Fuck you.
Throwing that in our faces like forever.
Poodle?
Hey, Poodle, they're making something in the kitchen. Let's go see if we can check it out, huh?
Yeah, let's go. I'm hungry. Man, I want steak. They never make steak anymore. You never notice that?
Why? I understand that they've gone vegan.
I hate that.
Bullshit, really. It's just
I miss meat.
It's sugar.
Hey guys, the cat here.
Yeah.
Oh, you bastard.
Which one of you is the toy and which one is the miniature?
Oh, very funny. Yeah. Right?
I mean, when you say toy to me, I think miniature. And when you say miniature, I think toy. All cats are the same size. So
how did you get here first?
Yeah.
Our sense of smell is supposed to be superior. How did you get the food first?
I'm always here. I'm always watching the poodles.
You disgust me.
Oh.
Oh, it's the fish.
Goddamn fish. I hate that fish so much.
Why? First of all, why do they just have the fish in a bowl on the floor? That's what I want to know. Why can't our humans just be normal for once?
What
I think that
happened to
fish
steak?
has some sort of like disease. You have something. Hey, you have something wrong with you.
Don't tap its thing. Come on, man. Don't tap its. Come on, he gets confused.
He's gonna forget 3 seconds later.
I know, but it's just so mean. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, there you go. Oh,
Got like an ick on him. Look, he's got an ick.
he's got it's probably the food that. Oh, buddy, what an idiot. Oh, that look again. He's gonna run into his tank. He's about to run into his. What an God, what?
Oh, what am I smelling? What am I smelling? What am I smelling? Poodle, cat. What am I smelling?
He's about to.
I'm smelling a hairball. That's what I'm smelling. That's
Why can't you walk away? Why can't you ever walk away when you hairball?
Make eye contact.
You were saying?
Oh yeah, So as an expert bomb diffuser, I'm so proud to have you as my backup and as my trainee. Okay. And
learn from the master. I'm
absolutely.
Looking forward to this.
Well, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave this thing attached to the library here, and I'm just going to walk away, and I'm going to leave you to it. I believe just like with kids, give people space to do things on their own.
First of all, I appreciate the confidence. I really do. I mean, it's refreshing in this day and age to have someone just take a hands-off approach, especially when it comes to explosives and things like that. But considering I'm colorblind and I'm also I suffer from narcolepsy, I'm just concerned about you leaving me. I mean, this is outside the major branch of the Enoch Pratt Library. I mean, this is the big boy right here. And
oh yeah.
I mean, I really appreciate this. Has anyone signed off on this? I mean, the staff and
you're a sleeper. Hey, wake up. Roy, wake up.
Oh, did I nod off?
No, yeah, that's cool. No, the staff everyone's been cleared out of the building, so nobody's gonna die or anything. It's just the building could blow up. Just with the books in it, though. There's not gonna be any loss of life. So just
books.
Yeah, exactly. So just go for it. I'm gonna. Yeah.
But you have complete confidence in my abilities, right?
I wouldn't say that, but I just believe that you should be able to make their own mistakes. If a building blows up or a bus drives off a cliff or something like that, hey, you can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs,
Can I just one backup question?
Tag Roy. I really listen. I appreciate you giving me an interview. After that last hospital with the heart surgery gone awry, I didn't think I'd get a second chance. But I hear this hospital is different. I hear that you're looking for your second chances, and I'm ready to do it, man. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I was impressed. I've never seen a video. I've never seen a heart just explode like that before. But you know what? Doesn't bother me. No, we're all going to get a few right and a few wrong in our lives. I believe in giving you hands-off approach.
I appreciate that, man, because that's what I like. I like to just be in the operating room, me, couple nurses, and just my instinct. I went to school for 12 years and all the residency, but what I really like to do is just get in there and do what I feel. And so I feel like this type of hospital, I could do that, and they don't mind like my tendencies to experiment on patients and stuff. So that's not a problem.
Oh God, no, we all mess up. I filed 2 expense reports incorrectly last week. And so I'm a desk jockey. So I did that. You might blow a person's heart up or accidentally substitute a pancreas for a kidney or something like that. We all make mistakes.
You heard about that. Yeah.
I did hear about it.
I call it the oopsie daisy. I'm always curious to see how people could survive, if their organs were switched. So I switch them. That's pretty much the the crux of that. But I'm glad I get a second chance, man. This is fantastic news, man. This is and you've talked to the hospital and they're cool with you hiring me.
Yeah, they pretty much take a hands-off approach here. They kind of let me do my own thing, and they agree with me that if somebody, people need to be given space to, it's a very progressive hospital. It was founded by a forward-thinking group about 100 years ago, and they basically just think that, people should be given space to make their own mistakes. They've agreed on that.
Same.
Quarantine with kids, where do you start? Sometimes it feels like a harpoon to the heart. Parents feel like they need a vacation. It's an exciting adventure to go to the gas station. But what about kids? It's rough for them too. Besides baking a cake, there's not that much to do. Computer apps may have cool features, but we all know they really miss their teachers, 'cause homeschooling is just doing chores. When parents are teachers, there is not much more. Homeschooling just means that kids clean the house. Homeschooling is just doing chores. When parents are teachers, who can expect much more? Homeschooling just means that kids clean the house. They really miss their teachers, 'cause kids clean the house.
Yeah.
All right, that was our fundraiser from the Teacher Democracy Project. I want to thank everyone who made this event possible. That includes Ty Coleman, Roy Taft, Tashika Campbell, Austin Yaquint, Michael Harris, and the incomparable Katie Long. What to do? Give a donation to the Teachers Democracy Project. This was a Maryland Improv Collective event. We will have future fundraisers virtually until it is safe to see you again in person. Until then, stay well and we love and miss you. Bye-bye.
Bye.